now hold the opinion that Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. And I'm not going to edit this opinion. Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. Her mother is a pimp. Worse than a prostitute, Kim Kardashian is a corpse.
I think that Kim Kardashian caught that moment of femininity and sexuality. She is the it girl of what we're talking about. She is the it girl. She is the moment. She was talking about sex and people that's what their show, that's how it became popular. It's who they were dating, who they were sleeping with. She's crying about her sex tape. She's crying about this. Like, she brought forth the sex culture. So she is the icon from the moment that we're talking about. But I think we are actually moving away from it.
The handwriting of Kim Kardashian, I'm holding it up right now, the 3 sex tapes that her and her mother and him decided to choose between. Her mother was so involved. Did you hear him? She was so involved in the details. She wanted to pick which sex tape to release. And then she went to her friends and she sat down with the honchos and she sold her daughter's body for fame.
This girl. So if you have not heard, Kim Kardashian allegedly had some videotapes and audio tapes that was actually recovered in the raid at P. Diddy's home.
He sent out a warning shot, posting video of celebrities at Diddy's 50th birthday party. The Kardashians, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Kanye, Kevin Hart, every A-lister was there.
The drama just keeps escalating. Candace Owens has taken the gloves off and gone straight for the jugular with her explosive allegations against Kim Kardashian and Kris Jenner. According to Candace, Kim's been involved in some seriously shady dealings in Hollywood, especially with Diddy. Here's the jaw-dropping tea. Candace Owens claims that Kim Kardashian is essentially a prostitute who makes sex tapes not just for kicks, but to blackmail her targets. If true, it echoes the notorious methods that Diddy has allegedly been using for years to control and manipulate people in the industry. But Candace doesn't stop there. She also takes aim at Kris Jenner, branding her as the ultimate momager-pimp, who has allegedly exploited her own daughter for fame and money.
A mother sat down and decided to sell her daughter's body for fame and money, and she was successful, right? But there are two things here that we need to remember. Not only did she do it, not only should we be completely disgusted by the idea that a mother, I just had a daughter, that a mother would sit down and watch various tapes of her daughter having sex with a boyfriend out of wedlock, and then say, let's sell this tape. This is the best one. You look the best in this tape. This will make you the most famous. Not only is that disgusting, but then that her plan worked. Kim Kardashian is a billionaire today, and she's, by the way, still selling sex. I now hold the opinion that Kim Kardashian is a prostitute, and I'm not going to edit this opinion. Kim Kardashian is a prostitute. Her mother is a pimp. Worse than a prostitute, Kim Kardashian is a corpse. She's a body without a soul. She is so emblematic of the society that we live in today.
This accusation paints a disturbing picture of Kris as someone who has orchestrated her family's rise to fame through morally questionable means. This revelation, if proven true, could be catastrophic for the Kardashian-Jenner brand, which has already been reeling from a series of scandals. It also raises serious questions about the ethical boundaries they've crossed in their relentless pursuit of fame and fortune.
So no, it is not an exaggeration to say that Hollywood is satanic, because what could possibly be more satanic than that? What could possibly represent a more incestuous, if you will, relationship than a mother viewing her daughter's body, having sex, and selling it? This is where we're at. This is why we tell you not to follow the Hollywood types. This is why you should not allow your children to idolize Hollywood. This is why you should skip the Emmys, and you should skip the Grammys, and you should skip every other show. Because the people that are receiving these statues, this form of idolatry, I will do anything for this statue. I will do anything for fame. I will abort my child. I will sell my child. You tell me what I have to do. These are not the people.
It appears that Diddy and the Kardashians have had intertwined connections since way back, long before they became the Hollywood powerhouses we know today. There are murmurs in the shadows hinting that Kim Kardashian herself was caught in the act at one of Diddy's notorious gatherings engaging in activities that would make your grandma blush. And if that wasn't enough, it seems Diddy's feeling a bit sore because the Kardashians didn't exactly rush to his defense when things got tough. But here's the twist. Diddy isn't one to go down quietly. Oh no. He's prepared to spill all the tea and expose every shady deal and scandalous escapade he's ever had with the Kardashian crew. This news has left Kim completely stunned, as she realizes she's about to face some serious trouble. Glitz, glamour, and scandal of Hollywood's elite. Get ready to witness the fallout as the Diddy Kardashian saga unfolds right before our eyes. Just when we thought 2024 couldn't get any crazier, the universe throws us another curveball, making us question everything we thought we knew about our favorite celebrities. For years, we've seen the Kardashians mingling with Diddy, and now some explosive new information has emerged. Not only was Kim Kardashian aware of Diddy's questionable actions, but she allegedly assisted him in concealing the evidence and even. Remember when Cat Williams hinted that Diddy wasn't the only one with a questionable past? He wasn't joking. Diddy isn't the only celebrity facing scrutiny. Many others are being dragged down with him, and it appears that Kim Kardashian is among them. The accusations against Kim are beyond belief. Reports suggest that she allegedly assisted Diddy in paying off his victims and silencing his associates. It seems like Kim may have been deceiving us about her financial situation. Rumors are swirling that she's encountering significant financial difficulties. It's nearly impossible to dismiss these allegations. We're all familiar with how Kim and her sisters enjoy flaunting their wealth on social media, showcasing their extravagant cars and opulent mansions. However, behind the scenes, things may not be as idyllic as they seem. Reports suggest that Kim is drowning in debt, and her extravagant lifestyle could be a facade concealing a much harsher reality. Now let's delve into Kim's financial maneuvers. She's always had a somewhat dubious reputation when it comes to money, willing to do almost anything to turn a profit. There's speculation that she's unafraid to get involved with questionable characters in the financial realm. Rumor has it that her massive loans are starting to catch up with her, and the banks aren't pulling any punches when it comes to collecting what's owed. According to reports, Kim's racked up a whopping $132 million in home loans, with a significant chunk of that debt tied to her recent $48 million mortgage on her swanky new Malibu oceanfront pad. But it seems like the bills are piling up faster than Kim can keep up with, especially with a decline in her brand sales and her relevancy taking a hit. Now, if the banks are coming after Kim, that's a surefire sign that there's some serious debt acquisition going on. And if the rumors are true, Kim might be facing some major financial trouble in the near future. But hold on to your hats, folks, because where there's a Kardashian, there's Mama Kris Jenner pulling the strings behind the scenes. You can bet your bottom dollar that Kris has a few tricks up her sleeve to help Kim out of this sticky situation. After all, when it comes to crisis management, nobody does it better than Mama Kris. Kim and her siblings have been making weird moves that suggest that their finances aren't as cushy as they make it look, because they have been accused of tax evasion using the California Community Church. Yes, the California Community Church was founded by Jenner momager Kris Jenner in 2009, and it was registered as a non-profit organization that requires members to pay a monthly fee of $1,000 and donate 10% of their annual income to the church. Of course, the Kardashians are among the members who donate the 10%, which translates into a 10% tax reduction each year. This tax reduction is significant, especially for someone like Kim, who claims to earn about $80 million annually, which amounts to $8 million tax reduction. What's even more questionable is that Kris Jenner is the owner of the church, which means that whenever the Jenner sisters give their 10% donation, it's essentially going to their mother. As a result, Kris could potentially find a way to give the money back to them, which ultimately means that they don't really donate anything at all yet still benefit from the tax reduction. Yes, very shady. The whole situation appears to be quite suspicious, and it certainly comes across as shady as F. But it still doesn't end there, because a lot of things still don't add up about Kim's finances, and people are convinced that she has been inflating her income and network. Listen, these thieves' pockets have holes in them, and this is the kind of shadiness that is nothing new to the Kardashians, because we all remember how Kylie was exposed by Forbes for lying about how much her Kylie Cosmetics brand was worth, and she ended up losing her billionaire status. Well, Kim is still officially noted as a billionaire, but people think that she doesn't act like it. Last year, she was investigated by the SEC after she advertised the cryptocurrency Ethereum Max without adding adding a disclaimer to show that it was a sponsored ad and she had gotten paid to do so. By advertising without stating that it was an ad, she had taken part in a pump and dump scheme that was aimed at increasing the price of cryptocurrency before it was sold to investors, and she was fined $1.26 million. People have pointed out how weird it is that Kim would still be running ads on Instagram, even as a billionaire, because that is certainly not billionaire behavior. It's giving more Instagram influencer rather than billionaire businesswoman. And this is another reason people think that low-key she isn't as rich as she wants us to think, and according to Kanye, people are right about that. While Kim is definitely far from the opera girl, she has way less money than people think, and this is why Kanye was always careful to keep his money separate from hers, even when their marriage was still going well. He never wanted to get financially tied up with her because he knew that he would be losing a lot of money at the end of the day. A source spoke to People magazine and said they keep their accounts basically separate. See, back in the day, before Kim was famous, she worked as a closet assistant for singer Brandy, but Kim did her dirty because she stole from Brandy. As the closet assistant, Kim had access to Brandy's credit card for a one-time. However, after Kim stopped working for Brandy, she along with Chloe and Rob took advantage of the access and stole $120,000 from Brandy's mother. What this means is that Kim held onto the credit card details for years and waited until she believed enough time passed before carrying out the thievery. But to make matters worse, they tried to be sneaky and hide the paper trail by spending the stolen money at their stores, Dash and Smooch, instead of using it directly. To avoid suspicion, they used the stolen money to make it seem like legitimate income from their clothing stores, because they thought it would be harder to trade since Brandy buys a lot of clothes. However, they were caught red-handed. At first, Brandy's mother gave Kim the opportunity to return the money without involving the law because of her relationship with Brandy and Ray J. But when she didn't repay the money for over a year, she decided to take legal action against them. But then Brandy and Ray J convinced their mother to withdraw the lawsuit and resolve the matter outside of the courts. According to Ray J, this was the actual reason behind his breakup with Kim. But that wasn't the last time that Kim was involved in such money shenanigans, because she was also linked to a money laundering scheme. Before her rise to fame, she had a sugar daddy named Joe Low, an Asian man whom she has been accused of helping launder illegal money. Insiders claim that Kim frequently traveled with Joe Low to gambling houses in Kazuya, and in 2009, she even claimed to have flown back to LA with a trash bag full of $250,000 cash that he won from a casino in Las Vegas. But it turns out that this might have been part of a larger money laundering scheme, as Joe Low has been implicated in such activities. The insider wrote, "Low is wanted by international authorities in connection with a multi-billion-dollar money laundering scheme. He is accused of being the mastermind behind a scheme to siphon $4.5 billion from the Malaysian state-run Economic Development Fund, One Malaysia Development Berhad. She was investigated by the FBI, but they couldn't pay anything on her, and it looks like her financial problems might have gotten only worse since her divorce from Kanye, because she is in a heavy debt of $48 million, which is just insane to think about. A year ago, she took out a mortgage of $48 million on her $70 million mansion, and the crazy thing is that she can't ask her family for help because every single one of them is heavily in debt too. Her mom, Kris Jenner, has a very long list of debt, and according to The Sun, she first of all took out a loan for $7.25 million in August 2018, but the following month she was superseded by a new agreement for a whopping $40 million loan with the financial company Crosswind Venture Fund. Then in January 2019, she borrowed $5.2 million and $5.25 million in June of that year, according to property reports. Listen, everybody's borrowing money. Kylie also borrows $7.5 million. And long story short, the Kardashians are $132 million in debt, which is crazy. But hey, they gotta pay for their designer clothes and private jets somehow, right? Plus, their financial worries are just the latest in a long streak of what people are calling their flop era, and they might want to level up their game very quick. And I mean quick. And if Kim thinks Kanye might bail her out, well, she better think again, because sources report that Kanye is 100% focused on his new wife, Bianca, and has zero thoughts of regard towards Kim outside of their 4 kids. Why this is just crazy. And people have comments saying that whole family's wealth is built on shams and scams, not to talk about faking their documents to end up on rich lists and etc. More and more are seeing their lives. Not even a momager can do anything to save them from their well-deserved downfall. Prenuptial agreements save Kanye from a whole lot of grief. Smart men hope they go down hard, and they're broke. It's all smoke and mirrors. That's why she's trying to get North to work. Listen, the Kardashians and her family family are some wild or crazy kids, but if you think that's crazy, just wait until you see the chaos in the next video.